And we're live with our second helping of Sunday. Fun day, fun day. Hey, bro. This whole full moon energy has my whole system screwed off. What the fuck is that? That came out of nowhere. How about no? Okay. On Sunday I have a schedule, and it's fucking up my schedule because I also have a schedule to full moons. And then there's an eclipse, and everything is all fucked off. I am your hostess with the mostest. Uh-oh, my head's starting to hurt. The High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger gone, first child of gone, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you would have seen my last video where we were sent on a field trip to clear our chakras using music. That's what the message was, so I went for a walkie walk. And I didn't listen to dance music, but they encouraged you guys to do it. Of course, I was already dancing, so, you know, I had to walk. I couldn't do all that. But, anyways, that was in our earlier video. So we're going to continue with what we have here on our palette, but I can tell you that at some point, I'm going to break in with moon energy. That kind of explains why this planet book is here. And as soon as I sat down, dude, my head started, like, throbbing. Let me take a drink of tea. I'm like, there's so much flowing. The most recent thing I heard before I came in is, you're lucky to not have fallen in love, but wait till it happens. I was thinking about... I said yesterday, and I watched, Meet Joe Black, and he fell in love. And he knew what love was, and he experienced it. And that's what happened to me when I woke up. I fell in love. A lot of times. And it was uncontrollable. And it was cringe. And it was, it was unedited, and it was just hilarious. And it's funny because, in this moment, I look at Bobby and it's like, dude, it's just, you feel so pathetic in your mind, but it's just like, I am just like madly in love with you. And it just doesn't make sense to him. Like, what? And believe me, by the time I had to open this up to you, I had already tried to make sense of it. I went to doctors. I did religion, drugs, anything to figure this one out. And it got so, it was familiar. I had already tried so hard to fight this feeling with him that when it happened again, I already knew I was going to lose. But everyone, you would get to this point like, oh God, it's so hurtful to the ego. By the time I got to Igor over there, Mr. Oscar, I was like, dude, watch this. I can lose a guy in 30 seconds. To be filled with God's love, it's so, enormous. And it scares the receiver on the other end. You start saying things like, I want to make love to your body. And I want to take a bath with you. And I just want to grow old with you. It sounds so cringe and cheesy, bro. It's like, I don't know what else to say. This is terrible. I cannot believe these words are coming out of my mouth right now. Oh, I have a whole fucking 3 years of this hilarious stuff, you guys. Watching me fall in love, trying to fight it. I never fell, bro. It was, oh man. The universe has had such a fun time with my life, bro. And we get to sit back, and we're the ones that get to laugh. Like, the shit I have done in the last 3 years. I don't even know where to start. Oh, you can't, that's why I'd be all crying and shit. It's like, oh, this is so humiliating. Don't make me talk about my love life. What is wrong with you? Oh, bro, I love really hard. And I have a lot of fears. I'm fierce and fearful. I mean, just looking back, like, especially that, like, I'm so embarrassed for myself, but it was like I couldn't control myself. I spent 2 years running from this dude. It's so embarrassing, but it's so funny. I have him meet me in public. We sit at a bench with coffee. Oh no. I'm like, I just want to sit on your lap and feel what it feels like for you to rub your hands up and down my back. I like said that, bro. Like, he looks around like, what? Oh, the poor guy. Anybody, all of these guys. I'm in really great trouble. Oh, love is dangerous, bro. That's why I'll be looking for it. I'm trying to fall out of love all the time. Not fall in love again. Oh, this is going to be good. The universe loves that, dude. Why? Because I'm so unfiltered. It's so unsanitary. Before you know it, I'm ripping your pants off. What is wrong with you? Lilith. I was made to love. And I held it in for too long. And now it's very mushy when it comes. It's some shit, bro, I think kids have when they're younger. I don't know what. Maybe I missed those experiences early in life. I shouldn't have waited so long to fall in. I just think it's funny. I don't. Oh. If you look back, it's like, at least I fell in love, bro. A lot. Like, I never fell in love. I didn't fall in love. Like, there was nothing you did. I just like, oh, I love this guy. Like, you don't know me. I know I don't know you, bro. But I sure want to love you. That's not funny, dude. Somebody's pushing my buttons and making this come out of me, and I can't control it. I just want to love the shit out of you. What's funny is, thank goodness none of them, opened up to it, because who knows where that would have went. But in the essence, they don't feel the same way. They can't even understand it. I don't understand it. I just love the shit out of you, bro. Like, I ain't never felt like this before. Alright, enough with the songs. So, that's the last thing I was thinking about as I came in. It was really funny. It's like, I don't know. I don't think any of us have really felt that, like, the twin flame thing, like, you can see all the twin flames, they start looking up mental illnesses at this point. Something has got to be wrong with me. That's definitely what the receiver is thinking at this point. I hope that you feel that in your life, and I hope that it doesn't scare the shit out of the person you're trying to give it to. That's all I can say about that. It's like, you're here to experience it. I posted it yesterday. It's like you're here to experience that very thing that they call, I'm not obsessed, but that's what they call it when you can't stop thinking about somebody. Passionate and just all of that. I can look at your guys' relationships and honestly know that you don't feel that way for your partner. It's not scripted, and it's not controllable. And acts of, you know what I mean, physical passion do come out. I'm going to blow you in this parking lot right here in front of all these families. I don't give a fuck. And when it was all done, the Holy Spirit said I could have done better. Oh, gosh. Where does it end? You know what I mean? Where does love end? You just cut it off, bro. You just, like, turn it off, bro. You get something inside of you, and you logically try to turn it off. You're like, nope, because of X, Y, and Z, which is conditions. You try to put conditions on love. Like, I can't love them because they don't have a fucking job. I can't love them. They're a whole pothead. I can't love them. They live with their mother. How many more? I can't love them. They got hella kids. I can't love them because, you know, I don't know. Just keep going on for all the reasons that people are unworthy of you loving them. And it really has nothing to do with it because you really like them a whole bunch. I had to get past all of those reasonings. When it came down to it, it was just, and especially someone like with Bobby. And then you look at Russ. You're like, you were in love with Russ? I love Russ. It's hard to think of, but I can say that, yeah. I know that because I was trying to be intimate with him. And that's what I confused. At that time, I still was unhealed, so I confused, and the same thing popped up with Tree. Oh, God, thank God. Thank God they rejected me. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it was an uncontrollable force at that time. Thank God. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to fall out of my chair. Some of the guys God makes me fall in love with. What was it? I don't know. I saw a piece of me in them, bro. Isn't that what makes you fall in love with a person? Or you just love that everybody else loves them? Love to love y'all. I don't know. Again, this wasn't what I was thinking about the whole ride. I went for a long walk, and when I sat down and rolled a joint, that's what came out. Maybe shouldn't have bought that bag. Just kidding. It was about the experience. I'm really reliving all of my experiences lately. You know what I mean? I'm celebrating my priesthood and all the adventures I had to go through to become, you know what I mean, what I am. And all of that, you know, that's some of the biggest parts too, is the twin flame makes you open up your heart. You know what I mean? That's all that is it pushes the limits of your heart so that it can start pumping and flowing again, and you start pulsating all this energy onto somebody. That is absolutely terrifying. That would be our AKA the runners. And then you're like, okay, and pull it back. But it's funny, and that's, you know, when your kids fall in love. You know, my daughter had her first boyfriend. And then he wasn't her boyfriend, and she was real hurt about it. And I was like, oh, you know, here I am, 40-something, a 40-year-old virgin. And I'm like, you got a long way to go, girlfriend. I was like, and that's really the truth is, you know, you want everything to be forever, but make sure that whatever you make forever really makes you happy forever. And when that's gone, when the happiness is gone, then it's time to go. You know, I was married twice. I never felt like this with any of them. Really? Nope. Absolutely no. If I did, you know what I mean? First off, I would have remembered, because that's how the memory works. Is a trigger to another time where it remembers some shit like this. I hope that for you. And if you haven't found it, it will find you as long as you're open to it. Poor Marshall. He really needed me in his life. He needed someone to come love the shit out of him. They all did. I was like, well, this is bullshit. They don't want it. That's where I stood at the end when it was all said and done, dude. It's like, well, they don't want it. And then it was always, well, they're too afraid of it. You scary asses. All right, I'm moving on. All right, so we had some cards left over. We're going to do a Lumerian card, and I'm currently shuffling the white light oracles because I'm stuck in the white light. And white light. You hear it's E.T. Bright light. All right, where are we at? Chickity check. Wow. Yeah, we're supposed to talk about Buddha. Yogini of 285 hertz. Told you guys, I live off of Hampton, and that's Highway 285. And I wasn't going to be surprised. I was expecting the bear oracle to pull out because I had posted that. We live in bear country. Alright? And all of that. So I was expecting something like this. This is our current frequency, everybody. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's see what the Lumerians is talking about. Why? Because these are real deep. Not like the Lumerians are. But these go in order. What are we talking about? Lumerians. Keep up. Keep up. Keep up. Where are we at? We're still working through our chakras. Ooh, we're in the ether. Seamless, unspeakable. That's unspeakable. 11. Whoa. Do you see Metatron's cube? I see it everywhere. Come on, Metatron. Take it easy. I see it doubled. Tripled? How many? Double or nothing. Do you see it? Oh, this is the kind of visions I get dealing with him. Really, I try to explain. It's like kaleidoscopes. All these little geometric shapes move together and they make this weird thing. I think that's like an acid trip for most people, bro. Like, that's what people describe on acid. For real? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing is like that 70s show and shit. Like, I don't know. Are you doing acid? No, never. I mean, I've done it in my life, but no. It's kind of that where you just start seeing these shapes come together. As I saw that, I was like watching clouds. Oh, man. I can't explain it, guys. It's beyond your seeing, but you can see it once you fucking get beyond your thinking. Damn, I sound very philosophical right there. Move on. The ether. The seam unspeakable. 0 point field. The void. Blank canvas. Threshold. Anything is possible. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. Endless possibilities. Limitlessness. Paradox. Hey, I have some right here if you want one. CJ. Look. I keep one at the deck because I do a lot of crying. But I keep a lot of tissues all over the place because I do a lot of crying. And I get be laughing and snot-faced and shit. Anyways, the void. That's what I mean, is you stare into the void and it fills with pictures. So because I'm dealing with him, it's filling with shit like this. But anytime I'm dealing with Kobe, it'll be total, images or movies, or I can see pictures. You know what I mean? It's like a fucking, it's a visual, bro. These are just that. Ever since I got into dealing with him, it's just that. Which is what? Planetary. That's what he's trying to teach me in all of those. He's trying to teach me the planetary alignment. Really? Yeah. And I'm listening as best as I can. And now here comes more. I know what they're trying to teach us. It's just I'm not really like, it's like my brain's going to burst. I don't want to take this class. Who fucking signed me up for this stupid class? And the fuck are you talking about? It's like one of those, it's not Bill Nye the Science Guy, dude. It's not that refreshing. It's just like you're just watching it. And that's what I do with all the spirit guides. They come and they show me visions. And I can get to the point of what the fuck they're trying to show me based on the actions of the people, the places, and the things. There's no people, places, or things. There's no words. It's literally just shapes being moved around into a lot of this over and over and over. It all pushes back into that fucking shape, which is his cube, which is our universe. And that's what he's trying to show me. He's telling me as it is. I can see it. The sun is in the middle, right? He's trying to show us as the planets align. He's giving me a timeline for a certain activation. And it's, believe it or not, it's like the Aztec calendar. It's hidden in there. And what's really creepy is I can go back to my very first fucking Instagram page, and I'm only, a couple weeks into this, and I see Metatron's cube. And I don't even know its name at this point. I took it. Do you want it? Oh. Anyways, I see it, and I said, guys, everything we need to know, all the answers we're looking for is in this shape. And here I am 3 years later, and I'm in the shapes, and I'm trying to figure them out. And it has to do with the planets. Those circles represent the planets. The connecting lines are all of that. And that's how I travel through time and space. Or as you guys think, the fucking tree of life. And this book is going to help you to understand how you can do it consciously. The The Krishna conscious already knew how to travel to other times in space. In space. Not just our times. I do that all day. They're taking me out of space. Out of space and time is where I am with him when I'm in the void. But then I'm also here, and you saw Buddha's talking to us, Bob Marley, and whoever else comes into that void. It's the great cosmic void. It's beyond your mind. We read it yesterday. They're initiating you into it. I told you how to get there. You have to work through your thoughts. It's basic science. I told you it's extremely simple, but it's difficult work. It's tedious. Very tedious of taking apart your mind. And then you're going to be stuck with shit like this. My head hurts, Metatron. Come on, man. Alright. On page 44. Okay, come on. Killing me, Smalls. The eliminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. So as I'm walking down the street, I already can see it. It's like driving through Kansas. There's nothing coming at me. So the mind goes blank. I'm on autopilot. If something comes, then I'll blink and I can jump back into my body and take control of the body. But any other time, nah, bro, I'm not sitting there in my mind. I have no idea what other people are looking at all day in their head. They're reliving their memories is what they're fucking looking at. Some shit they saw on the fucking internet. It's just imagery. Your imagery is of this world and of this time. Mine is of other times and other worlds. I'm trying to explain that. The ether is outside of your body. It's where it's the outer body experience that you have in your spaced out moments. Where you're in space and those moments are filled with visions of different times and space. Hopefully. And pretty much no, because you're living in the past. I did it too. I would keep getting drawn to past memories until I realized that the only way to get out of them is to go into them. I'm trying to help you get through this. Anyways, sorry. It is the silent meditative moment outside of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and the outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed, and it is the light we may fear to be, and it is the light we may fear to be darkness when, just for one moment, everything ceased to exist. And that's where I be. I always am going to that place, right? The void. But I can't stay there for long before they start bringing in everything. There's always something in the void. Because there's no such thing as the void. In essence, it's rare where I can crawl in there and get away from everything. Where nothing is coming in there to show me. But that's where I go, is the void. It's where you go, it's a void of your mind. Musicians and artists go into a place of creativity, which is another void of their mind. Some of them access it like Lil Wayne. They said he could only access it if he was drinking whatever was in his cup. They say that some of them you have to have some mind-altering experience or substance to get into there. That's why I said it seems like it's a place of like acid, where everything's mushing together and all of that. Perhaps I didn't do psychedelics to where I saw anything. I did microdosing, which is like putting salt and pepper on my food, a little bit more. It would be like putting Parmesan cheese. I put that much on my food once a day in the morning, once in the evening before I went to work. So all that was doing was turning down my emotional levels. Nothing visual, just turning down the emotional levels for all the visuals that were coming in. But as far as taking them at higher doses, then you can have the visuals. And that's where people get overwhelmed emotionally from the things they see when they're tripping on mushrooms or acid. I didn't do all of that. I was scared of all of that. That was a little scary. In the essence, so it's the void of, outside of nothing. In the place of nothingness. And that's what I said. It's like I could sit there, and that's what I need to do, is just sit in nothing. Because it's so busy. It's like, whoa, there's so much going on. When you sit down, it's an intermediate. It's like the second I sit down and I like just breathe, Dude, it's like rocket ship, bro. I have left the body almost immediately. Or even while I'm sitting there, like I said, it's just screens of information playing, times, in ancient times, history. I've got Jesus standing next to me, showing, he's standing there showing me images. I've got the prophets. I've got ancient Egypt. I've got people in, Brazil. I've got people, Russians and Germans, and I'm time played out in my head. And they're showing me it because first I can see it, and second I can make a language of it. And that's mediumship. That's what I said real loud as I was walking. I was like, I don't just have spirit guides, I have the best spirit guides. There are many people that talk to the dead, that talk to spirits. There's many of them. There's a guy that was famous on fucking Netflix. I think he's been doing it for like 3 seasons. I don't know who he is. I've seen him even myself. He'll sit there and he'll start drawing little circles, right? He'll start etch-a-sketching, and then all of a sudden he'll start seeing images of a person. I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing this. He has to, you know what I mean? It comes to him. He doesn't know who these people are. They're showing him, just like me. They're showing him images, and that's how they're communicating. He can sometimes hear them, and the images are going quite quickly. That's how we work in mediumship. Mediumship is on the way to all of the rest. And that's where it is like they have to be very high level. But when I was waking up, I saw them all everywhere. Where I'm walking past a person in a supermarket, there's 2 people that I can never forget, bro. Ever. Why? I don't know. It's like I'm walking past them and their spirit guides are just pulling me to them. Come here. Talk to them. I don't know what I'm going to say to them. When I get to them, I can see people, a certain type of people, and because I'm kind of belligerent, I don't want to use a full description because I might call them the wrong ethnicity, which people get fucked up off, right? So I'm always telling them your ancestors want you to know that they're with you. I can't not because they're calling me, bro. I can see them and they know I can. And if I don't, they'll remind me by giving me this look like, why didn't you help me? And that started with Nipsey, bro. The guilt and fear I had of mediumshipping with him. Oh, we're way past that. But that's where the cool part is how do you access these next level? Because I'm doing their work, bro. I'm not going to just meet your grandma, bro, but I'll probably see her if I'm standing next to you. They're next to you. Those are your people. I'm telling you who my people are and why. They're right outside the void, bro. And that's what happens in a dark place at night. That's why you see ghosts at night, or you feel them at night. When it's quiet and there's nothing. You hear something in the kitchen. You can hear them walking down the stairs. You saw something move in a shadow. It's only in the nothing can you see them. You have to get a place of nothing. Really? Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do nothing all day. Just kidding. No, it's very fucking annoying. It takes a lot of mastering to sit still, to get to the place of nothing. Me, my life is pretty much nothing. They made me this way. In the essence, it's like I can access, you don't have to, I am the sacred space. I walk in a sacred space where I teach you how to do it in the daylight. You don't have to do it, you don't access it only in the dream world, but in the waking world, where you can see the both worlds, the multi-dimensions of time and space. Moving on. All right. Beyond the hustle of the mind, blah, 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 darkness. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate, and from here we can choose where to go. The land has been tilled in readiness for the flowers we wish to seed. Outdated doors have been closed, and in a space between the breaths we open the new ones. What may be perceived as endless black nothingness is actually the illuminated eternal. And that's how the dark night of the soul starts too. You're in a place of darkness, and you're met with nothing but your own memories in that place. It's all dark. The core that, I know the darkness. The core that all our fears may be peeled back to. When we step through the darkness, we realize it's only a short distance away from the white void at the center of creation of heaven. And that's what happens. You're just going through the dark, and all of a sudden you're in the light. You're like, how did I get here? Really? You're just working your way through the dark, and you make it straight back to God, bro. Are you serious? I promise. Carl Jung did it. I don't know who else did. They found their way back to God by nothing more than working through the darkness, bro. Herein lies the feeling. Can you find your way back to God? Have you found your way yet? Then why don't you try a way that we know works? If your way isn't working, try the way that does work. Come with me if you want to live. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving for our whole life to meet, and yet simultaneously, subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know that we are held and allow ourselves to be spacious, to drop deeper into the experience of our existence. Themes: too elusive and mysterious to define, a knowing without words, the space in between, life force energy. It's just a knowing, and it's in the unknown. And, you know, you don't know, you just gotta go with it. There's so much, I don't know how to put this in words. Because on so many different levels, it's like, how do you get to that place of peace, surrender, which is what? Everything. You don't have to be a priestess to believe in God the way I do. And you don't have to go this far for Him to work the wonders that He does. But you have to let Him in. When it's just you against the world, thanks, Pac, you realize that you're not alone. Thanks, Michael Jackson. That there's something there with you. In your deepest hour, in your darkest moments, in your cries. Who are you crying to by nature? Him. He wants you to not, He doesn't want to have to bring you there, dragging and kicking and screaming. He wants you to know that He's always in there with you. Footprints in the sand. There's not a place that you can go that He's not there, but especially in the dark. And that He's calling you into the dark, not to hurt you, but to heal you. And you won't be alone in there. Though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for the Lord is by my side. It sounds all poetic and shit, and they yell it from the top of the towers, but they don't really walk in it. These are men that are running around with guns, that are afraid of other men of different cultures. They're afraid. They are afraid. I am not afraid. God has gone before me. He has cleared this motherfucking path. Now, if He tells me not to go outside, and I get in my car, then I can feel that I'm outside His guidance. And that anything can happen now. Because He told me. I had a feeling. I'm going to go to the store. No, you shouldn't drive. Okay. Why? Well, I'm not legal. So He's trying to protect me from something bad. But when He tells me to get on the fucking road and drive illegally through states and doing all this stuff that might be illegal, I've got to know that He has got me. Otherwise, I'm going to be driving paranoid for the rest of my life. I've got to know that He's gone before me and that He's got me. He's going to get me through this. I'm on the other end. I just got to take this little journey through hell with Him. You won't understand that until you've already gone through hell with Him. And it's your journey, and it's with Him. And yeah, a lot of spirit guides, because you can't hear Him directly, so He sends a familiars, as they call it, familiar faces, friends, foes, whatever the fuck. He sends the peoples to you to get you through it. Maybe not Tupac, but maybe you had a drill sergeant kind of person like that in your life, that, you know what I mean? A fathering figure that needed to push you. I needed a lot of, push. And so he sent the right, you know what I mean? The right energies at the right time. And that's how it goes. As I keep ascending, he has to send, you know, the ascended masters of this level to come help her. All right, Lilith's there. Go get Lilith. Walk her through this stage. Metatron don't want to walk me through it. But he's walked other mindless freaks that didn't understand. He's like, you'll get this. I've seen this before. I know you guys don't get this. You will get this. You'll be Albert Einstein when we're done. You'll understand it when we're done. I don't understand. You will. You'll get understanding. And that's what I mean. It's like, you know, they're here, you know, when you get to that place with Buddha, and he's trying to teach you to fucking be calm, bro, and just chill and sit down and meditate. He's like that's the beginning. That's what he has to sit with people to teach. Every Buddhist has to start with basic one. Sit down now. How hard is it for a bus driver to get these motherfuckers to sit down and be quiet on the ride to school? That's what Buddha does. He's been doing it since the beginning of time. Is teaching you how to just sit down and quiet your mind. Sit down now. Quiet now. Sit down now. Quiet now. Since the beginning of time, Jesus has been out there trying to teach you how to forgive people. It'll be okay. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. That's all he said. Don't worry. You know what I mean? It came in that, and that's all they were trying to say. Repetitively. They know how to deal with this. It's like they're not going to give up on you. But when you get to these stages, that's where it is. And it starts. It's little bitty steps of, you know, becoming the spirit again. You're going to become spiritual. You're going to learn a lot about religion because religious people started in the spirit. And there's a lot of spirit hidden in religion. But it's not about becoming a religious. You know, I saw Russell Brand is all Catholic and shit. Daddy Yankee's trying to be Christian. Everybody's trying to, you know, they're trying to find God through religion. Amen. That's where we all start, or should. You have a little bit of guidance in there. But in essence, God isn't just in religion. And that's where we come in and explain to you all of that. It's like, you know, the universal foundation of what God was, that big bang. Bang, bang. It's a 22. That's not funny right now, the Holy Spirits. Mine are hilarious, aren't they? They don't talk to you like that. You would never. It's like, if you guys don't shut up, you're going to get me in trouble and shit. I'm trying to teach a class over here. And then there's the real. I saw aliens. It's like you could really see one. Some of you have had real ass, out of 3,000 people, and most of you came because I shared a video about alien abduction. How many of you have had this real life experience that's too mysterious to admit? Was it out of this world? Or did it literally happen of this world? Or was yours like mine where it was literally just consciousness? Interesting. So where's the ether outside of your mind? How do you get there? I just told you. What's in there? Infinity. And that's exactly what we read last night. Infinity. Really? Yeah. Infinite. And that's where everything comes from. It's not your idea. You saw it. You saw a vision of it and you made it your idea. You're like, this is mine. No. We know where you got that from. You got that from the great void. You were spaced out and this is what your mind came up with. Not really. Anyways. So I saw that. I saw Dahmer. I was like, Dahmer's mind came up with some great shit, didn't he, though? He could have used that for something totally different. What did he use it for? Oh, pleasure. Poor guy. Fuck. Anyways, hey, let's move on to the next one. Whoosh. Whoosh. Where are we at? We're at the Yogini. Told you. It all starts with calming your mind and shit. 14. I went to 30. 21. Seraphim. Whoosh. 14. Changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it works, whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. Oh my God, bro. Listen to this. In numerous spiritual traditions of the East, such as those of Nepal, Tibet, and India. What did I tell you I watched this week? 7 years in Tibet. I'd never watched it before. What are you doing? I put in Brad Pitt, and I've just been watching all his movies. All the ones I already watched, except for I haven't got to Legend of the Falls, which I don't know if I want to do that again. I mean, there's a lot of them. I've been watching all kinds of them. That's how I found a Moneyball. I'd never watched that movie before, and that was about the stock market shit. I watched this just the other day. He met the Dalai Lama and all of this stuff. It was beautiful. Anyways, go watch it. He's in all the great movies. The Yogini is a female spiritual adept. That would be me. A practitioner of deep yoga that awakens a powerful connection. For those that need a visual. A powerful connection with one's real inner being. The Yogini holds space for healing and enlightenment, moving through obstacles and challenges with wisdom, patience, commitment, and often great joy. She is our spiritual sister, our sacred friend, and our guide away from the bleak, erroneous thinking of ego into softened, awakened, relaxed, gracious way of spirit. Sounds like the Empress to me. When the Yogini of 285 Hertz makes her presence felt in a reading, it is a sign that we are on a powerful healing journey to connect body, mind, and soul with the truth of our spiritual nature. We are working at an inner level to let go of past pains and open up to our empowerment and grace, dignity, and legitimacy in the present moment. This oracle indicates there is a spiritual approach to heal any and all struggles in our life. Who am I? Your High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer and teacher so that you can literally attack your life's struggles spiritually. Alright, the tone of 285 Hertz supports the treatment of wounds, cuts, burns, and any other damaged tissue. And what is it? I don't know. You can find them on the internet. But as I say this, I know that classical music has a healing property to it. So I was listening to Mozart on Pandora. And just those are very healing. They're very soothing. You know what I mean? Some words are damaging. If I wake up, and that's what my daughter was. She was freaked out yesterday morning. She heard the classical music. She woke up to it. I was like, I'm sorry, I listen to classical music in the morning. Sometimes, dude, on a Tuesday, yeah, I'm going to wake up and listen to some rap, and I'm going to get all fucking heated and, all primal and shit. But there's certain frequencies of music, and that's what we were talking about earlier, that heal you. It flows through your chakra, music. It is the tone of optimal health, just like the Yogini who has accessed the original vitality of our spirit and seeks to infuse that well-being into the body, mind, and soul. This tone is healing, correcting that which has fallen out of alignment, bringing it back to center. As a frequency of the cosmic blueprint, it helps heal our physical bodies and aligns us on our soul journey, synchronizing our inner and outer lives. If you have felt conflict between your inner aspirations and your outer reality, that means your heart really wants to do something, but it's not happening outside of you. You're not letting it happen. The oracle indicates the time for healing change has come. The soul's blueprint is the original spiritual plan for our development. This is the innate guiding wisdom within each being that knows what it is meant to be. Ooh. An example of this intelligence within a caterpillar knows how to move with patience from transforming into a butterfly. The original and purposeful wisdom of our true nature is life-changing. It can dissolve inherently pains and psychological struggles and allow projections from others which may be influencing us, yet are about their desires and not our true nature, to cease to have an effect. As I saw that, I saw Russ. He's not materialistic. You can tell by the goofy way he dresses. He's very low-key in how he dresses. They dress him, and it doesn't even look like him. It's not even a good look for him. He's not materialistic. They've made him this way. Nice to know. There's something good underneath you, huh? You can tear all that off and just be cool in some basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And that's what they showed right there. He's like, he doesn't really care. Obviously, I make jokes about it all the time. He's not really. He's not what they are. They're pushing him into that. Thinking about it, you know, he really did become, you know, Russ, no offense, bro, but you really did become a huge snob dating that girl. I'm the first to say it, and I'm saying it the kindest I've ever said it. That is the most simple way to say it. You became a snob dating that girl. But your family are snobs, and they make you a snob. But realistically, and only myself and your fans know this, is you're a real down-to-earth guy. And none of that shit really matters to you. Like, we could sit down, and you could sit down next to us, and we don't have to fucking impress you. You're not them. You just act like them. And I'm not sure if you know that that's not even nice. You're becoming a snob. And that's where I liked you. I'm seeing it now. I liked you when you were just you. When you weren't about all of this. But maybe you always were. I met you in a time in your life where you were giving up, you were focusing on your mental health, and I thought that was important. Were you always a snob? Maybe you were. I don't know, but you're very snobby. And that's not attractive. At all. I don't feel like you're the type to just sit there and start a fucking gossiping conversation. But you'll be sucked into it, and they'll be like, what do you think? Just to pull you into some low vibrational conversation. I don't see you as that person. Under the influence of the 285 frequencies, and that's it. Do you see who he really is? I don't know. I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's just a role he plays to keep the conversation going. I don't really feel like... I don't know. Do you think he's a snob? I think it's by choice. I don't think it's literally he's bred to be a snobby kid. He said he didn't have nice stuff. He didn't grow up like that. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't, you know, when he's just by himself, he's not snobby. He's just literally got, you know what I mean? He's not... Lewis is a snob. They have a different word for that in British. You knob. He really is. Lewis has to be like... He always puts his hand on his chest like... I love you guys. I just like him a little more roughneck, I guess. Under the influence of 285 hertz frequency, we embrace who we really are. If you... And that's... Marshall isn't a snob. He sits around eating spaghetti and Lucky Charms. That was a good one. Did you get that joke? I sure did. If you feel disoriented or conflicted about a choice, Mike Studd isn't a snob. Allie's not a snob. Logic is so not a snob. I don't know, guys. Just remember that. But you're not really like that. You're very humble. And that's why people like you. Because you're not a fucking snob. Don't try to be a snob. Fucking... What is bag on his head face? Kanye West is a snob. Snob. They were about to rap on you, Kanye. Snob, I'm a knob. I'm dead. You're a snob. Prestigious little bastard. Ugh. I ordered smart water. I run it. You're a snob. You're like Nicki Minaj. You guys are snobby. Anyways, bitch be humpo. Humpo. Move through it with trust in your heart, patience, and willingness to keep the faith, knowing that you will eventually find your way. The adjustments taking place within you will affect your outer world, just like the oh god, there's a snob. Tumultuous alchemical journey of the caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Come on, is this guy still alive? Just step on him. He's gonna be a locust when he's just kidding. He's a plague. Jeez, Oscar. As soon as I see that word, I've never heard of nobody ever. I will always attach you to that shit ass word. Your inner transformational. It's not your fault that you weren't what I thought you were. I apologize. It's not your fault. But you pretended to be something you weren't. And people get really hurt when the fucking mask comes down. You made me look stupid, bro. I could have liked you just being you. You didn't have to pretend to be something you weren't. Ugh. You had no power. I could have hurt you, dude. Magically, thinking you did, trying to project that you did. You're lucky that my guide said not to play with you, bro. You came out acting like something you totally weren't. It wasn't smart, bro. It's not smart. That's like running out at the police with a gun in your hand and expecting them not to shoot. I'm the only one that hears God, bro. You fucking pretend to be magical around these streets, bro. They're gonna fucking attack you. You don't know how to fucking use defensive magic, bro. Sex magic is not even fucking useless. You're not even great at it, bro. I'm not saying sex, but you're not even producing anything. You use that internal energy and you harness it inside of your body, you could actually produce something. You're literally giving your sexual energy to someone else. Douchebag, you don't even understand the exchange. Moron. I apologize. I'm calling you all kinds of names. It's just, you asked for it by pretending to be smarter than you were. And challenging me. Told you who I was when I came in. You should have never tried to be anything more. I wouldn't have assumed that you were anything more than a tarot reader if you didn't come out with all these videos and all this extra, read all about it type posts and stories about how you're so spiritual. Where the fuck is your full moon ritual? You're full of shit, bro. You're just out here, you know what I mean? Lost. Whole Aries. Big head. A ram, just ramming through life trying to figure out who you are. Told you who you were, Hades. Which is not a terrible thing. As the fucking goddess of fucking hell, you were chosen to be a ruler of the underworld. Many of us were in different times. Congratulations. And what did they bring? They brought you Persephone to play it out with you, so you could accept your role. And what'd you do? You turned into a hellion. What the fuck? Lucifer? Get on my nerves. You guys aren't rulers. You're followers. Who's the leader? I guess that would be me. Moving on. I love you guys. Just fuck. Transform already. Robots in disguise. Sex bots in disguise is what I heard. Anyways, your inner transformation shall shape you and your inner world into a beautiful, inspired, and authentic form it is meant to be. If Kanye West doesn't become something better than what he is, then he might as well just die, because nobody needs the version of what he's become. And you guys must understand that. It's a sad thing to say. Is there any more in you? Is there any more life to live and give? Or you've given life all that you can, and this is what we're left with? Shed your skin and shit. Healing process on 99. Take a moment to consider connecting to your breath. Allow your breath to flow in and out and let yourself relax as you bring your awareness completely into this moment. It's not the day or the time, it's just your breath. That's a moment. Your moments are in the breaths you take. Your last moment is your last breath. They're just breaths. Breathe through it. It's just a moment. Okay? Imagine, feel, visualize, or intend there are strings within your heart, as though your heart was a sacred instrument of luminous realms of spirit. Sorry, it's everywhere. Where's that card? It's still, I mean, I don't have to pull out the one I just had because it's still here. No, I took it down. It's right there popping up. There's strings. Here it is too. That's what he's trying to show me. Sorry. Let's see. See, sense, hear, imagine, or feel. Pretend your hearts are strings. That your heartstrings are being played by gentle hands of spirit, helping you to remember remember and embody your true nature. This is a gentle experience, a soft remembering of the real you. I'm seeing a guitar, and I don't play guitar, but I know how the strings work, and they're all pulled tightly. And as you rub the string, it makes a vibration. Yes? Yes. So as they pull your strings like a puppet, they're sending vibrations. What vibration are they sending? Hopefully a good one. Take it easy. I'm picking up good vibrations from the Beach Boys. They're sending a vibration of 285 hertz. If you wish to further empowering this process, make spontaneous sounds as though the vibration of your heartstring is sending sound from your heart out through your throat. And that's it. Let your heart speak. If you can feel those vibrations, you may like to dance, to move, to make shapes, or even take yoga. We're right back. I told you, bro, where we started. Yoga postures that feel authentic and resonate in the moment. When you are ready, say this prayer out loud. I allow for the spiritual intervention of divine grace to recalibrate, realign, heal, and renew me, so I am empowered, radiant, and have fully embodied my original spiritual potential and true frequency. So be it. I embrace the healing empowerment of my own authenticity. On page 100, which is closure. But what did I tell you? I was expecting the spirit bear. How do you know? I see it before. The cards are just confirmation to what I've already seen. How do I remember everything I've seen? With the cards. They bring it back up. And actually, you could say that I'm being taught it before I bring out the cards. But I feel like the cards just confirm what I've already been taught. So where is the actual, it's fully aligned. And the 100, you know, those are our numbers. We had 11, 44, 99 to 100. And it's just, it was talking about all of this. It all came back to this whole big fat circle. I need to stop now. I need a meal. I need some rest. Our next, I told you we were going to talk to Buddha. I don't know how this is going to work because this journey to the other planets is Krishna. But I also have to talk about we're going to have a planetary energy, but somehow with Buddha. And I guess that makes sense because you'd have to be in a Buddhic state of mind to access the void. It all starts with him. He's teaching you that. And Kanyen is just, you know, that was what I was in my other life, and that's where, you know, I'm currently at, which is a good place to be, but I don't stay there. I can't just stay in the light like that. They try to keep me there. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm burning up in here. Hey, this was a good one. Fuck. So much came out. What did we talk about? The void? The void. And what's there? What's there? The universe, bro. Every time you step out of your comfort zone and you go into a place of unknown, you're in God's town now, bro. You're in my town now. Really? Yeah. Infinite possibilities. When you step into the unknown, you don't know anything could happen. And you're scared of anything happening. Because all you think about are the bad things that could happen. If anything happened, it must be bad. And that's where you have to, you know, that was Khalik yesterday, is take off that assumption that what already happened is going to happen again. Start telling yourself that's never going to happen again. That's never going to happen again. Something will happen, but not that. And then you're telling yourself the truth. You're not telling yourself a lie. Because realistically, lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. It's like this always keeps happening. No, each time it's a little bit different. Each time it's a little bit different. So it's not always happening. And each time, you know, take it easy there, Benjamin Franklin. You're getting shocked. You know, each time it hurts a little bit less. Each time you fucking run out chasing fucking lightning bolts, you know, over there, Zeus, it hurts a little bit less. You're going to catch one day. How do we know? Let me show you. Yep, it worked. It worked. He caught one. He caught one so big that we have it now to this day that causes us light. So, you know, keep Keep pushing. Keep pushing in your healing. Don't keep pushing boulders, bro. Don't keep digging your grave with this relationship. You have to push your limits, bro. In essence, that's what God's going to do. He's going to push your limits on the outside world where you literally have to give up. Because you won't just give up. You don't want to give up. Nobody wants to give up. That's called surrender. That's what it takes. Just give up. You can't be like you. What? Give up? Fine, don't give up. Keep going. Keep on keeping on, Lewis. See you next time. Same on, same on. And then you're like, damn, you're still trying to make that relationship work? You're still trying to be in that? You're still where I left you fucking 5 years ago? You're still with that same broad? How's that working out for you? Like, yeah, we're really doing well. Okay, hamburger helper. I'm gonna leave now. I'm going on a new adventure. Where are you going? What's your next adventure? I don't know. Whatever fucking God drags me through this week. At least I've read, and that's where it is. Who's doing this? God? And it's a surrender. Whatever you say, God, I'm going with you. Wherever the fuck this leads. And that's where you know, endless possibilities. Good stuff, scary stuff, fun stuff. It's an adventure. I made it out with my stuff. I made it out alive. But did you die? I mean, yeah, totally. My ego dies every time I go out there. It's called an ego death. But yeah, I made it out alive. How about you? You know, and that's it. It's like, that's all you really want to do in this life is make it out alive. Have some experiences. I hope I don't die. You know what I mean? When you go to Europe, I hope I don't die. You know, when you get on a cruise ship, I hope I don't die. That's all you really want to do is just make it out alive. Anything else is just a plus on this side. Got it? Get it? Cool. Alright, so I'm going to leave you on that note, and again, we'll catch a third session of, you know, full moon, traveling to the planets, and something about Buddha. Why? I don't know. That's all I got. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now.